Oh my God, I think we're live. We might be live. Still have this silly green screen behind us, and but hopefully it's not too distracting tonight. I see Kino Kid is in the house. He's got his Popeyes chicken. Nobody loves the Popeyes chicken more than I do. Got to go for the spicy version though, otherwise you're a little wimp. Yeah, so we are here for the occasional live stream because we're going to talk about the trip to Las Vegas that I'll be taking with my lovely, lovely wife. And let's see, today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 11 days from now, we will be making our way to Vegas. Should be awesome. So, yeah. So, hey, if, anybody's in the house tonight, please do give us a holler. But yeah, no, we are just chilling out. I don't know. We have already have Andy. I think Tom and Mindy are in Vegas. I think that Crystal, Mamacita are in Vegas. So there we go. We got Duder in the house. I thought maybe Duder would join us. Duder does love us desperately, or somewhat desperately. So anyway, yeah, no, I am not in Vegas. This is a green screen. But yeah, so we're just going to chat a little bit tonight, see who shows up. Not a big deal. Just hadn't done one of these for a few months, so I thought I would. But yeah, got a lot of stuff going on here tonight. Wow. I literally got signed in for this like a minute before we were supposed to go live. I don't know. Are we on? Might be your comments, trying to make sure that we are getting all of the all right, anyway, and we got Kino Kid in the house, my boy BJ. Great to see you again. Hope that maybe I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Could be a possibility. Boy, we had quite a march just 1 year ago. Can you believe it's been a year since the event of the century, the Kino wedding? I mentioned this the other night to my wife. It's like I didn't catch the garter, but I'm pretty sure I was the next person who got married. So I'm trying to get Duder married off, but he does not seem interested at all. I'm very sad about that, but it happens. So anyway, thanks to those of you who've shown up for us tonight. I kind of figured it'd be kind of a small crowd, but figured what the hell, we go out for an hour or so and just chat about Vegas. So we got a couple of interesting new things tonight. Trying to do the non-alcoholic beers. There's some really good non-alcoholic beers out there. This one is pretty good. This is the Well-Being Intentional IPA. And it's pretty good. The one that I like the best, but the Hy-Vee didn't have it yesterday when I wanted to pick some up, was there is a Lagunitas IPA. It's like an IPNA because it's non-alcoholic, but it's very good. So yeah, they have some good non-alcoholic beers, and so we're having that tonight, so we don't get loopy, indeed. But yeah, so yeah, absolutely. Last wow, we weren't far away from that epic trip to Las Vegas last March. It's crazy. I don't know. I hope that I am getting all of the comments. If I'm not, let me know. But we're doing it here on the the MacBook. We did get just a few days ago. We have the iPhone 14 Pro, so we are working our way to total Apple dominance here in Lincoln. So anyway, we're still working on getting my phone number transferred over there, but otherwise, that's what's going on. So yeah, a lot of folks in Vegas tonight. I know, so that's exciting. Great to see Andy and Simone making it back there. Great to see Crystal there. I see that you know Dice and Granny are there. So a lot of folks in town. I think Tom and Mindy, I think, have been there for a while. So great to see all of those folks in the house. But yeah, so no, so yeah, let's say I think it's 11 days here till we fly out of Omaha. We have not ever flown out of Omaha. I have not ever flown out of Omaha. It's about an hour away. I drove up to Omaha this past weekend to pick up something that I had ordered. Actually, I went to Omaha to pick up the iPhone that I ordered from the Apple store. So it's not too bad a drive from here. That's where we're going. And I did look. The flights out of Omaha were basically the same as the flights out of Kansas City. So, although I am kind of sad because apparently Kansas City has opened up its new airport terminal, and so it's definitely going to be kind of a different thing for them, and should be cool. So I don't know. I feel like I'm going to jump on the YouTube here on the phone here because I feel like I'm not getting any chats here. But yeah, so now hope everything's been going. Everyone has been handling everything well. I know a lot of activities going on. So now I'm going to my channel. So anyway, but yeah, we're not doing a giveaway today, but if you see me in Las Vegas here in the next 11 to 14 days, come up to me, say, I saw you in Vegas, and we'll get you a drink. We'll share a drink. Yeah, we'll share a drink. But yeah, no. So, but no, not that much going on overall. But like I said, just wanted to do this tonight. So I don't know who's in the house. If anybody's in the house, please do let us know. Because there's even less people in the house than I thought would be here. See if we can edit. Hey, there we go. We got a few. Hey, Lisa and Drew. Good to see you guys. As you can see, we're here in Vegas, but we really aren't. Thanks for dropping in. Always great to see Lisa and Drew. As I always say, two of the nicest people you will ever meet anywhere in this Vegas community. So if you get the opportunity to spend some time with them, definitely do so. I look forward to spending more time with them. Just got to spend a little bit of time a year ago during the Keno wedding and then the reception, the aftermath, but not nearly enough. So anyway, thanks for dropping by, Lisa and Drew. Yeah. So yeah, this is what we've got going on in a couple of weeks. We're going to be flying out on the 19th, the evening of the 19th, from Omaha to Las Vegas. Should be all right. We get in like mid-evening. Originally, we are going to fly out mid-afternoon. I only bought one ticket, and that was the one for myself at that time because I wasn't sure if Caitlin was going to be able to go. When I went to buy her ticket, it was absolutely ridiculously expensive. And it looked like it would be significantly cheaper to go ahead and buy a ticket flying out that evening. So we probably saved, I don't know, $150 moving our fly out time from like 1:30, 2 o'clock to like 7:30. So we'll miss a few hours in Vegas, but I'm sure we'll be able to take advantage of that overall. There you go. There's a date at Blueberry Hill. Well, hey, let's come pick us up because we will probably need breakfast. Thank you, Lisa and Drew. Yeah, so as most of you probably know, because if you're in this chat tonight, you've probably been following the channel, uh, you know, pretty religiously over the last few months, years. We're going to be staying at Vidara from the 19th until we check out on the 23rd. Really looking forward to it. Originally, we were talking about staying at Park MGM because we wanted to stay someplace with was non-smoking. And Park MGM would have worked out really well just because the whole property is non-smoking. But I was like, wow, stay at Vidara. I've never stayed there. We got a great deal like 2.5 months ago. Like basically with resort fees, I think it's going to come up to about 400 a night. When I go back and try to rebook those rooms, they are more like 150 dollars a night without resort fees. So I was really happy we were able to get that room. I might try the $20 trick. I don't know, but I think we'll be really happy there. We'll probably spend a lot of time at Park MGM, Aria, maybe make our way over to Bellagio, Cosmo, Planet Hollywood. A lot of the places that I really enjoy anyway. So yeah, so uh, yeah. Well, hey, yeah, absolutely. We definitely need breakfast around here. So yeah, no, I mean, I just look at this, fairly small group tonight, and I'm not really surprised because some of the people that might have joined us tonight are actually in Vegas or about to go to Vegas. I just thought it'd be fun to get on here and chat for a while, as long as people want to. But yeah, flights are insane right now. Hotels are insane right now. Um, Probably going to spend probably 90% of my gambling budget, which should be a little bit higher than it has been the last year or so, gambling at the MGM properties. But yeah, so yeah, Badar is good. Um, so I'm excited about that. I wonder if they still have those little robots that like bring coffee to your room and stuff. Because when I told Caitlin about that, her eyes just lit up. It's like, so we might have to get some room service. I don't know. But yeah, and we've picked up a few My Vegas rewards. Um, the big free play reward at Aria, and then I think we got one of the rewards at Aria and one at Park MGM. But we'll be that in that same sort of area. Caveman Kino budget. Yeah, I don't know. I've had reasonably good luck playing the Caveman Keynote over at Aria. I haven't played it that much at Park MGM, but I do know they have some there. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but for some reason, I am still diamond with Caesar's Rewards. I did nothing to make that happen, but I still am. So, well, thank you, Vegas. Appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I think it'll be great. I just love having extra space to stretch out. If one of us wants to sleep and one of us wants to get up and just watch some TV or hang out, relax for a little bit, you've got that. It's great having a fridge. I mean, you've got pretty much everything you need to survive, honestly, at a place like Badara. So I'm excited about that. And I think it'll be really good. I promoted the place for a long time. I'm still thinking, and I don't know. Oh, thank you for joining us, Diana, one of my star subscribers, members for a long time. Um, Hope that you and Gord are doing well up there in Ontario. Look forward to seeing you all again. Hopefully, you'll make it up for the big 60th birthday in September. We're gonna have a good time with that. But yeah, no, it's I think it'll be great. But yeah, we're thinking about doing well, I'm thinking about us maybe taking a trip downtown like Tuesday. Um, she'd like to go check out the Strat, has not been up in the Sky Pod. So I'm thinking maybe on Tuesday afternoon, close to evening, we go up there, check that out, maybe have some dinner, and go downtown and maybe get a room. So I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, but we had some great luck downtown on our wedding slash honeymoon trip. So it'd be great to get there again. But yeah, no. Yeah, thank you for dropping in, Diana. I hope you guys are doing well. And as I said, I kind of figured this would be kind of a laid back little group tonight. Um, and I do have to apologize. I've said this on numerous occasions that I've just been totally out of the loop the last few months as far as checking out people's lives. Um, I know we were talking about uh, Matt Bridger and Nikki Firmage the other day. They have a little feud going on, and I was like, I haven't watched either one of their videos in like a year and a half. I mean, I try to check in well, hey Pennies, hey Mark, um, definitely. Yeah, so Pennies, I try to check out his stuff. I always try to check out what the Kino Kid is doing. People like that, Andy and Simone. But man, it's hard. It's hard to keep up anymore. But yeah, so yeah. Hey Scott, nice to see you again. I can remember so clearly, which is unusual in Las Vegas, running into Scott at the morning I was trying to check out of New York, back in September. So hope that things are going well with all of you all there. So, but yeah, so yeah, hey, great to have Zadi Vegas in the house. But yeah, no, so just for everybody that is not maybe a regular viewer of the channel, we're going to fly out on the 19th and we will be at Badara for 4 nights and then be flying back on, I guess, Thursday, I guess. So trying to miss out on the whole like March Madness thing. Um, and I know that's the same thing that my very good friends Mark and Liz are trying to do, flying out this weekend from the 11th to 15th. But yeah, from the 15th to the 19th is absolutely insane. Prices are crazy. I mean, they're crazy anyway. If you've tried to fly out, if you tried to book a room, it's absolutely insane. Let's see what check out here. Wow. Well, Zadi, yeah, if if Kino and I had been drinking at the bar at Luxor, I probably don't remember much about that, Zadi. Yeah, woof. That was some crazy days, man. I mean, I think about some of the times that we all spent at Stage Door, and those were rough too. But wow, a couple of those days at the back bar there at Luxor, which I can't think what it's called. And then wow, yeah, it was crazy. We had a good time though. But yeah, well, again, happy that Diana can join us tonight. Happy that Pennies can join us tonight. I'm sure their household is in the middle of packing up for sure. But yeah, so but like I said, we'll be there the 19th to 23rd, mid strip, mostly around Badara, Aria, Park MGM, that area. So if you happen to be in town, if you see me, hey, just say, hey, JR, 7-Eleven, and I will buy you a drink or let you buy us a drink. So yeah, but now anyway, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Yeah, anyone have any? I don't know. I'm thinking. I kind of feel like the Kinos are actually going to be around when we're there. I have not received any confirmation of that, but it will be kind of their anniversary, at least on the 19th. So we'll snoop around, see if they're around. They're usually good for some free drinks, some free food, some shows, that kind of stuff. So that's why we keep them around. No. Yeah, it's candy that doesn't drink. Yeah, I don't know. My wife is not a big drinker either, so I told her that we need to rent a car. She can drive me all around town and check out all the seedy bars, but she didn't seem to be too into that. So I don't think that'll work. So anyway, but yeah, no, but no. It's going to be a good time. I'm really excited. It feels like it's been a long time since I've been there, and as many of you know, my September trip was really kind of bittersweet. Had a lot of fun the first few days hanging out with Mark. Our little downtown crawl was a lot of fun, and just getting back to Vegas after. But the last few days, I was really struggling with it. So we will be in a Wednesday morning of the 23rd, staying at Aria Neighbor. All right. Well, hey, sounds like on the morning of the 22nd or 23rd? 22nd. All right. Sounds like you're buying breakfast. So let me know, BJ, where we're having breakfast that morning. We could have PJ always says we have to go to that Primrose place over at Park MGM. Yeah. So, all right. Well, maybe we can have some fun with that. We'll do some. All right, great question. I really don't have a great answer, L&D. Um, yeah, no, still have not really decided on things for the birthday trip. Once I get back from from this trip in March, start getting a little more serious about that. It's probably going to be the only other trip to Vegas I take this year. Who knows? Things can change, but yeah, the um, but yeah, it's probably gonna. I'm probably gonna be there between the 3rd and 4th of September and about the 8th or 9th of September. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Um, um, I know we're still gonna do a kind of a Mark Timber birthday thing on the 5th, but I'm probably gonna do something on the 6th that will celebrate the 60th. Um, I may we may do some kind of a little open house thing, or you know, create some kind of event at Ellis Island or somewhere else. And it might just be a case of, hey, if you want to come chill, uh, give you my number, give me a text, and we might end up. I'm thinking there's a possibility we might end up like booking a suite at Cosmo. Um, so and that's a lot of fun. We did that on my 50th, and I think we had probably a dozen people up there from time to time over the evening, which was a lot of fun. If you're a smoker, you go out on the patio or on the deck, you can have a cigarette, and it's just a really nice place. We may end up doing that at least at some point. Uh, but I'll have more information about that in the next month or so. But appreciate you asking. Let's see what we got going on here. Candy in the house. Yeah, I there were way too many mornings on last September's trip that I not only didn't brush my hair, but I didn't take a shower. And I can't encourage that kind of thing. But hey, it happens sometimes. But yeah, so I think we have a few other good friends. that are going to be in town that week. I think maybe Destiny or Mercy or both might be there for a couple of days. Um, the wife is actually pleased that there won't be too many people in town, um, and she does a great. So hopefully, if you are around, and I know if the Kinos are going to be around, we will definitely meet up with you guys. That'll be great. But yeah, so I don't know. We just trying to figure out maybe a nice place to eat we haven't tried before. Um, that'll be kind of the thing. Well, there you go. It's all about keeping your shoes. The funny thing is that back in 2021, when the shoes disappeared, um, it's also when I totally messed up my phone. So, ironically, I finally got sort of a new pair of shoes because I mean, it's been like a year and a half, and I've worn the shoes that I bought at like Dillard's a couple of days after that. And they've been great shoes. I mean, they were like $100 shoes. I think I paid $50 for them. They have lasted forever and they've gotten a beating. So I finally got some new shoes. And as I mentioned at the start of the broadcast, also got a new phone because I didn't really love my One 9 phone. It was okay, but wasn't my favorite. So anyway, but yeah, still have my shoes, still have my phone, and I'll be under regular observation from the wife, so I should be able to keep myself together at least better than often has been the case. Hey, Buck, thanks for dropping in. Thank you. Yeah, well, I'm very excited about this trip. Just feel like it's going to be really laid back, relaxed. I mean, I think I did mention at the end of my last trip in September, I'm not going to do the daily vlog thing, the old Matt Bridger pennies for Vegas thing. They do it better than I can ever do it anyway. But we'll put together a vlog of sorts at the end of the trip with some of the content. But I'm not going to do the daily as it goes kind of video. So um, yeah, but yeah, so that'll be cool. But yeah, the wife keeps me in check. Um, but yeah, we should have a decent gambling budget on this trip. Had a pretty good, financially speaking, it's been a pretty good month or so. So this will probably be a good opportunity to gamble quite a bit. I'm going to focus most of my gambling on the MGM properties, which right now are the best thing for me. And I have the MGM credit card now, so we'll go that way. But yeah. So, but no, I did see something. Seen a couple of reports this past week that are a little bit disturbing. Um, the Thank you, L&D. That has anyone has seen the reports about the Legionnaire's disease at the Orleans? Wow, it's one of my go-to places, but I think I might skip that place for a little while. But yeah, the interesting thing about the vlogging piece is like there's kind of two ways of vlogging, and one of them, as I mentioned, is kind of the Bridger Pennies approach, and it's the one that I kind of followed. I guess it's like you wake up in the morning and you pull together your footage from the day before, and you kind of just paste it together. I mean, if there's something that doesn't seem to fit, you throw it out. If you need to like clip something or narrate something, you can do that. But I mean, it's kind of easy, but it's also kind of a pain because you feel like you're obligated to do that every morning. So, um, there will be a vlog of sorts. I will definitely record some things that we do on the trip, and we'll put that together, but it'll probably be after the fact. And it won't be like a daily vlog. I mean, I might just put together like 30, 40 minutes of whatever footage that I pull together. So, but yeah, but no, yeah, I'm real, like I said, I'm really looking forward to it because I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, anyway, but hey, if you're in the house, thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, exactly. Um, and I kind of feel like if I'm going to record something, I want it to be something that's useful. Um, you know, and I'll probably do a room video because I'm lazy and room videos are kind of a thing. And the other thing about a room video is, I don't feel like I necessarily need to record um, a fountain show at Bellagio because I feel like I'm probably going to come back and see a Bellagio fountain show again. But I don't know if I'm going to stay at Badara again. So for me, kind of recording that experience, recording that room experience is kind of valuable to me. So, uh, but yeah, it'll be just kind of like if there's something worthwhile. I mean, if I have like a breakfast sandwich at McDonald's, I'm probably going to skip that. If I have like some kind of a bonus round on quick hits where I make $20, I'm probably going to skip that because nobody really needs to see that. But if there's something worthwhile or something new, then we'll continue to bring that to you. Uh, well, L&D, so far I have just been using the iMovie app, which actually has quite a few features that I still haven't really explored. Um, but yeah, I mean, it works pretty well here on the Mac. The beautiful thing is that I can kind of go back and forth between the app on the MacBook and on the iPhone, so I can kind of go back and forth and drop files back and forth very easily. But but yeah, I mean, if I get to the point where I feel like I really want to go beyond that, I'll probably end up doing like one of the one of the sort of paid apps there on the Mac. Hey, Walt, thank you for joining us tonight. Great to see you. At least once a week, maybe twice. Depends. Depends on when I do laundry. I always find myself wearing a frontiersman shirt because I have 3 of them, thanks to my buddy Walt. So, yeah, great to see you guys here. Thanks for dropping in. We're just chatting away here a little bit casually tonight and talking about stuff. So, but yeah, no, that's what I was thinking within the last couple of days. Like, why am I doing a live stream? It's not like anybody's going to show up, but it's like, you know what? The people that do show up are the people that I look forward to chatting with, and sometimes don't necessarily talk to otherwise. So, yeah. So they are very comfy shirts, actually. Very comfy. So if you create any more frontiersman shirts, please send them my way. I think Walt, if you want to share, I know it's probably what a couple of days now that you're going to do the online auction for a number of your brother's collectibles, which are really impressive. So, if you want to share a link to that in the live stream, feel free to do so. I'm going to try to drop in because he's got some great stuff, and hopefully, he can make a nice profit on some of that. But anyway, again, if you just got here, we're on the non-alcoholic beer, although you can't see it. There it is. But yeah, so anyway, but yeah, but all right. Well, Diana, thank you for dropping in. Best to you and Gord. Um, Hope you have a great trip in April, and Hopefully, we will see you all in September for the big 6-0 celebration. I'm not sure I'm even going to celebrate it anymore. I have noticed, and some of you of a certain age, Walt, probably can relate to this. Like uh, every day or every few days, it kind of feels like, yeah, woo. Seems like every time you turn around, something else hurts that didn't hurt before. So, yeah. Yeah, the online auction is ending soon. I have to check it out. So all right, so great, but yeah, so yeah, I like I said, thanks to L&D for asking about it, but I really still do not know exactly what September is going to look like. I mean, that is still almost 6 months away, so uh, you know, give me give me a little bit of time. Maybe by mid to late April, we'll have some more significant information about that. But I do know a number of people are going to be there, and some good friends, and there you go. Oh man, Frontiersman could barely walk today. Hey Tina, thanks for joining us briefly here tonight. We're not going to go too long, but just thought it'd be fun to chat with everybody. Yeah, so no, I'm going to check out that auction tonight after I get off here and see what it looks like. Nothing is going on in September, Duder. You do not need to be there. No one is having a birthday. There are no events at all. So you can wait till October. It is so funny, but probably, I don't think either one of us really planned it that way, but probably the person I spent the most time with a year ago during the Kino wedding was Duder. I mean, it seemed like every time I turned around, Duder was there. I was eating with Duder, drinking with Duder, gambling with Duder. I couldn't get away from Duder. When I tried to get away from Duder, there was still Duder. A lot of Duder. So there you go. But yeah, no. But yeah, so, anyway, um, yeah, we've got some interesting content coming up on the channel over the next few weeks. Um, we're going to start it this Saturday, and then we're probably going to take a break for a couple of weeks, but we're going to once again kind of melt together or meld together the podcast and the weekly show. And we're going to go ahead and finish up on our Vegas Memories podcast thing. So that should be kind of fun. We had a lot of fun doing that on the pod. We're going to have to we'll edit it down to 15, 20 minutes so it doesn't get out of hand. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Taking COVID tests with Duder. Well, at least I got to play some Caveman Keno and get a beer at the Orleans bar. But I'm going to skip that because, well, they have Legionnaire's disease at Orleans, for God's sake. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. The wife is a big fan of the seafood, so I'm kind of wanting to try to find a place where we can get like a nice meal on this next trip. I thought about Amalfi, the Bobby Flay restaurant at Caesar's Palace, maybe Catch at Aria. But if anybody else has any suggestions, let me know. Always happy to look at that. It may be one of those things where we just try to get a reservation at the last minute. I would try to get a reservation at Emerald's, but I have like literally like not shown up to like two times from that place. I don't know. Smart to do. Yeah, probably. It might be too late. It might be too late, Mark. I think the dementia may have already kicked in, but yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna check out the auction tonight and see how those Thor comic books are going because I mean, if you're a comic book collector, not even specific comic books, but um, boy, Walt's brother had one of the most amazing collections of sort of Silver Age comics ever, and his Thor collection was insane. Oyster Bar at Palace, yeah. Oh, that one comic should be well over $1,100, Walt. I mean, he literally has the first appearance of Thor in, I think, Journey into Mystery 129, if I remember. Um, but I mean, there are probably a lot of books that are going to go for significantly less than that. And well, not trying to take advantage, but I mean, what an amazing collection. And so, yeah, I'm thinking the $1,100 one will go up even more, even if the condition isn't perfect. Some of you know I sold about just under 200 of my old comic books a couple of weeks ago for $2,000. Um, I mean, you have some collectibles from back in the 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s for sure. They can definitely be worth it. Yeah. Yeah. Journey into Mystery 83. It is worth a ton. So, yeah. So, hey, if Walt has mentioned a little difficulty sharing all that information on here, but definitely, if you're interested, go ahead and throw a comment up. I'm sure he will be happy to contact you. Or if you're friends with him on Facebook, he has posted the link to those bids on several occasions. All right, Pennies is yeah. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. In fact, I had someone also uh, express some interest in some of my other old comic books today, so I need to get back to them at some point tonight, which I will do. But yeah, the bad thing about this March, last March, there was everybody was there around the same time, um, and it was great. I mean, I, I mentioned the Kino wedding was one of the great moments of last year, but the surrounding experience of meeting so many people, it was just absolutely insane. Uh, Pennies, if you have really early Archie and Jughead comics, you could have 5 or 6 figure comic books. I kind of don't think you do, but yeah, we were watching some old episodes of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and I looked up her first appearance, and I think even that was worth like $5,000 if you had it in good condition. That's always the key. But yeah, and we had a great time. Remember myself, Duder, Walt, Dice, maybe oh God, his name, the guy from Denmark. We were all sitting there for like 30 minutes before the ceremony doing shots. It's kind of what we do. But yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, I probably drank $100 worth of Walt's whiskey that night. But many of you probably did too. What we got going here? I don't know what we're talking about here. Thomas. There you go. Yeah, Thomas. DLVTT. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking Penny's used to buy those little digest books of the Archie comics when he was picking up some gum. And so that's probably what he's got. But be surprised some of that stuff can actually be worth some money. So particularly if it's in good condition. Yeah. Now, what's bad about that night? Well, there's many things bad about that night. The fact that I don't really remember how I got back to my hotel, that's bad. But the other one is I don't even really remember drinking the Malort. By that time, I was way too far gone. So, but I'm pretty sure at the time I expressed the fact that I thought it wasn't really bad at all, and I would take another shot of that. 'Cause that seems very much like what I would say. But yeah, but now we're on the non-alcoholic beer tonight. But no, that was a great time. Remember, I think it was me and Candy, uh, Heather, Patrick. There's like a picture of us all like kind of pretty much just passed out against the wall after all of the abuse that we suffered that night. But yeah, so no, but yeah. So I don't know if anybody else is going to be in Vegas anytime soon. Please feel free to post your dates in the timeline below. Appreciate that. Hey, if you're watching our channel tonight, go ahead and click on that like button. I guess it helps. I don't know. Who knows? The Malort wall of shame. And then what was it like 3 or 4 days later? Candy and I had another sort of wall of shame moment, but we won't talk about that. We'll let you know if you're in Vegas right now, which if you are, then why are you in this video? Make sure to look around because our very, very good friends, Andy and Simone, are there as well. So, and if you see Simone, ask her if she's baked any brownies lately. She bakes some good brownies. You probably did take that picture, Tina. It's a classic. Yeah. But now, um, and Walt and Tina have a very special distinction that probably some of you know if you have have watched the channel over the past year because I'm sure I've shared it before, but I think it was probably Tuesday. It was probably the 12th of July, actually. Um, and there have been several people who were in town the week that Caitlin and I eloped. But we missed the Kinos. I'm going to say that's my fault, but we got in so late, I didn't even feel like trying to reach out to them. There were other folks, but two people we did actually meet on the trip were Walt and Tina. I think they were downtown for a while, and I was like, "Yeah, we're hanging out playing at Harrah's," and sure enough, they showed up. They were the first people that either one of us knew that met us after we were married. Of course, they didn't actually know we were married because we were still keeping that secret at the time. But yeah, so we got to chat with them a little bit that night. We spent a lot of time at Harrah's that night, actually. We were smoking Swisher Sweets, as I recall. I'm not proud of that, but that's how it worked. But yeah, good night. So apparently, we're all talking about Dairy Queen now. Let's talk about Sonic and the people that work there that are smoking weed back behind the drive-through. There you go. I don't know why Andy and Simone didn't pack you in their luggage. There you go. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was we didn't get checked into the room until after midnight that night. So, but maybe this time we'll see. Yeah, she's nice. She's a very, very sweet person, and yeah. So I'm glad you got to meet her. Um, one of those people that I can say, "Hey, you met her." So yeah. So Yeah, so going forward over the next month or so, the Saturday show is going to be our finish up our Vegas memories thing. I finally found my list of Vegas resorts that we have and have not actually reviewed on the midweek show. So we kind of have that figured out as well. So we're going to continue with that as well. So that'll be good. We do have another fancy show coming up. We're working on that. I've been working on it off and on already. So that'll be coming up towards the end of March, 1st of April. Definitely look forward to that. Should be some really good information there. So hope you'll tuned in. So yeah, she's a very, very nice person, very sweet. Um, and very happy to have her in my life. Anyway, yeah. So, but anyway, um, said I'd probably go about an hour tonight. So if anybody has any questions or anything else they want to ask before we call this a day, as I say, it's just kind of nice to get in and chat with some people, with some of all of y'all, because y'all are my friends and colleagues, and appreciate you. Yeah, it is. Like I said, not really sure exactly what kind of content's going to come out of the trip in 10 to 14 days. Actually, I talked to Mark a couple of weeks ago. I had an idea that I'm going to try to incorporate that I think could be kind of fun and that I haven't seen people do before. And so we may make probably some short videos. They'll probably be like 2-3 minute videos about this particular topic that I think probably can be kind of helpful. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And otherwise, we'll just see what happens. Hopefully, the weather will be a little bit better in Las Vegas than it has been lately. Um, as much as I'd like to see snow in Las Vegas, I'd rather it be in January or February than mid March. So there you go. But yeah, Vegas does happen, Cooter. No question about that. And yeah, I mean, there will definitely be one of those afternoons, mornings, maybe afternoons, probably evenings, late nights, where it will be very. I'm trying to think of the right word here, where it will get really ugly. But yeah, it's kind of cool to do it in the afternoon or late morning, early afternoon. Just go back to your room and take a nap, and then and you can recover again. But yeah, I definitely prefer 80 degrees plus. I think we all do. But yeah, it's been a really strange winter in Vegas. But we're what, less than 2 weeks away from spring, and we will be ushering in spring in Las Vegas, because I guess that'd be what, the 21st. So we'll be there for that. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, I guess we'll probably call it a night here. And anyway, if you have anything you want to share in the chat, please feel free to do so. And as always, you can reach out to me on Messenger and let me know what's going on, because I talked to many of you, or have talked to many of you over the past, well, probably almost all of you over the past month or so. So if there's anything you need to share or want to talk about, definitely reach out. Again, I do apologize because I have not been very attentive to other people's channels lately. I've not watched a lot of vlogs. I've not shown up at a lot of live streams. And I will say that, in all honesty, part of that is just because There have been other things that have been more important in my life. And that was not always the case, but it is now. Yeah, so um, we'll try to do better. All right, we have a question going from L&D Adventures. So Vegas tips trick question for all in the chat. What is your least favorite casino in Vegas? Wow. That's really hard to answer. Um, wow. I mean, it'd be really easy. Uh, Tropicana is terrible, or it was when we were there um, in September. But I almost feel like that's cheating because it's like it's undergoing a lot of changes and issues. But it's not very good. That's one. Um, MGM Grand is trash. That casino is not as nice as the one at Excalibur across the street. Not a fan. Um, on a more upscale level, um, I don't like playing at Bellagio, to be honest with you. I don't really like Caesar's Palace. I don't really like Venetian. I mean, those are all places. Some of those are some of the nicer properties in Las Vegas, but they're not properties I really enjoy playing at. So I don't know. I'm going to say MGM Grand just sucks. And it shouldn't. They've got money. So hopefully they're going to take care of that place. Like I said, I'm going to cut Tropicana some slack and cut Mirage some slack just because they're undergoing some changes there. But yeah, I just think, God, I don't know. I don't know. But the thing about the Casino Royale is, at least I feel like if I just go in there and just hang out at the bar, for God's sake, I can get beers for a couple of bucks, even if I'm not even playing. Um, I don't know. I've never seen a hooker at Casino Royale, but I trust that if Walt has, they are there. Yeah. So yeah, it's not favorite places of mine. Yeah, I mean, really, other than the properties I mentioned, downtown, Binions is terrible still. I mean, it's better than it was, but it just isn't very lively. I don't enjoy it. I don't like playing at Golden Nugget either. And obviously, Golden Nugget is much nicer property, but I just don't really enjoy it. Yeah. Well, I think if you stay at the main sort of um rooms, other than the old tower rooms there at MGM Grand, uh, the main rooms there, I think, are still fine. It's too big, I agree. But like I said, I mean, the last time I spent any time in that casino, it just felt trashy. I was like, I thought at least it would feel kind of nice, but it didn't. So I don't know. Yeah, well, most girls in Las Vegas are working. They may not be working in Las Vegas at that moment for what Walt thinks they're working for, but um, yeah, yeah, I don't. The entry level rooms at Golden Gate aren't good, to be honest. I like the casino. I like the what Prohibition bar there. It's kind of a fun place to play. But yeah, I would only stay at Golden Gate. I mean, unless there was no other options, if I could stay at one of the little mini suites. Hey, Kissy Cat. We're kind of wrapping things up here on the occasional live stream, is what I'm going to call it. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, I don't know. Wow. Yeah, I don't love Four Queens. I have a couple of times I've found some machines there and just was able to set and play for a while, but otherwise, I don't know. Just was not loving the place, but definitely not a bad property, and a property I need to at least book a room that some night, one of these days. But yeah. We're glad that you survived, Kissy Cat. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. So much of our experience of casinos is very personal. You walk into a casino, and I know at one time I had this very positive view of Mirage because it seemed like every time I went in there, I won money, and it was really comfortable. But then things kind of went south a little bit over time. But yeah, I mean, it can be as much as a fellow patron that is irritating, or just an experience that makes you uncomfortable. And there's so many options in Las Vegas that there's no point spending time anywhere that you don't enjoy. Yeah. Oh, hates the D. Well, I've had a lot of great times at the D recently, but yeah, any property can be very much a positive or a negative. Just depends. New York really needs. I think New York needs a refresh, and I think they're doing that with the rooms now, but also the casino. Um, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, but no, I've always enjoyed playing there. Yeah. So okay. Well, anyway, again, want to appreciate those of you dropping in tonight. It was good to talk to you all. Have any further thoughts or interests? Again, please hit me up. Let me know. We're going to continue to do what we do here on this channel, whatever that is. We appreciate those of you that continue to check it out. I'm going to grab a little food here. I got a couple of things I need to do. I'll spend a little bit of time with the wife before bedtime. And otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and wish you all a good night. And again, appreciate you showing up and hanging out with us here for a little while. Well, it's not good getting arrested in the bathroom. All right. All right. Thank you guys. Have a great night. We will talk to you all again real soon. Bye bye.